What is up, YouTube? Bunny Films here with a brand new video, and today we're playing some more Farming and Friends, and we have a whole bunch of fans here for today's video. But more importantly, we're going to be checking out all of the new vehicles added in the most recent update, but also we're going to be checking out the new 1950s truck Gamepass. So this Gamepass, you can buy it for 850 Robux by pressing that little shopping cart up there, but that is a bit expensive, but it does include 4 vehicles, which are pretty cool. They're from the 1950s, and actually, yeah. So they're from the 1950s, and they're actually right behind us, courtesy of Yorn. So Yorn YT actually provided us with all 4, actually 5 vehicles that we're going to be checking out. But besides the new Game Pass, we're also going to be checking out what else the developers added, including a brand new pickup truck you can pick up at the store, and 4 new buildings, and then a few little features that make the game a little bit smoother. So for starters, we're going to head over here and check out the first vehicle, which is the Lumber R15, or the Lumber 1950. So this one right here, it's really in the name, it just is designed for lumber. So you can hold a total of 18 logs inside of here, which is a little bit less than the actual log trailer, but it's definitely more convenient because you don't have to drag a trailer along, and it's just a single vehicle. So here we have it right here. We'll go ahead and drive it later on, and we might actually chop a few trees down, but we'll definitely check that out in just a moment. But then next up, we have the crop vehicle. So this one here can hold up to 400 crops, which is about half the capacity of a semi-trailer. But again, it does come as one vehicle, and it's not an actual trailer, which does make it more convenient. And over here we have the third vehicle, which is the milk truck. So this one can hold up to 50 jugs of milk, and we actually have another one over there. We'll have to compare the two, but this one is pretty cool. It looks a bit nice. I love the 1950s theme. And then finally, we have probably the coolest vehicle in this pack, which is the truck. It's only called the truck. So you can notice it has a really cool design. It's really unique, but also in the back, you might think it can only hold 3 boxes, but wait a moment, it actually can hold 6. So yeah, that's right. You can actually stack boxes in this vehicle, which is the first vehicle in the game, to my knowledge, that you can actually stack boxes on top of each other. And that's pretty cool. So this truck here has a capacity of 6 boxes. It's not that much. I mean, this truck right here, which I'm going to talk about in just a moment, could hold a whole lot more boxes, but again, it does have the 1950s theme, which would go along with the other vehicles included in the pack. And then finally, we have this vehicle, which you can buy at the vehicle store for 35,000 coins. So this one is pretty cool. It's the Flatbed R350, and you can hold a total of 15 boxes on it. And this is really convenient for transporting seeds, but you can also include a trailer, which will allow you to bring even more seeds back in just one trip. And the first vehicle we are going to test drive is the lumber vehicle. So people are hopping on, they might just fall. Actually, they're slowing down the vehicle just a bit because it's a bit buggy, but this is a pretty long vehicle. I mean, just test driving it, it's pretty long. It's not very wide. It looks very 1950s like, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it's a bit slow. The wheels are also, I think, oh, they're not misaligned. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say they're a bit misaligned, but they're on there. They're just very wide wheels. But this is a pretty cool truck. We're not gonna actually load any logs into it, just because anyone can load logs into any trailer. And oh boy, it's raining. Oh well. So yeah, like I said, we're not gonna load any logs into it just because you can do that with any log trailer. It's pretty much the same process. But we're gonna go ahead and, excuse me, person. We're gonna go ahead and park this over here, and we're gonna test out the next one, which is the crop vehicle. So this one here is also included in the Game Pass, and as you can see, it holds up to 400 crops, so that means you can harvest potatoes and fit at least 400 in here, which is a pretty good capacity. I mean, the only thing the one that's pretty much like double that is the semi-trailer, but again, that's a trailer, and this one's an all-in-one vehicle, and I think that's pretty awesome. It's definitely more convenient, especially if you want to have the theme that goes along with your vehicles, because that's pretty awesome, the 1950s theme. And I don't really have any crops to show you guys the process of loading crops into this, but it's pretty much the same thing, no difference other than the vehicle looking different and having different driving mechanics, as you can see from me driving around. And then next up we have the milk truck. So this one here can hold a total of 50 jugs, but oh gosh, my milk truck disappeared. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was looking for it. So this milk truck over here is the medium liquid truck. I can't enter because someone's sitting in it. I'm just gonna hop in here. So this has a capacity of 50 jugs. It's pretty much the same, but this one definitely looks newer and more clean. But you have this one over here, which looks awesome because you won't see many of these unless a lot of people decide to buy this Game Pass. But this one also holds 50 jugs. It can be any liquid: sour milk, chocolate milk, regular milk, anything really. But it does have a decent speed. I mean, it's what you'd expect from a 1950s vehicle. And there you have a milk truck behind me. I mean, it's pretty much the same speed. I mean, yeah, it's pretty interesting. So this is definitely a very cool vehicle. But there are other vehicles in the game, or the one you can, well, no, here's what I'm trying to say. It's a cool vehicle, but it's one that you'd rather buy for the looks rather than the functionality, just because this other vehicle here, the other milk truck, does have literally the same capabilities of it. And finally, we're gonna hop out of here and check out the final vehicle in this Game Pass, which is the truck, and it's just called the R1950 like all the other ones. But this one holds a total of 6 boxes, and it does look pretty cool. I mean, you have little wooden slats at the back, and you can hold 6 boxes stacked on top of each other. That's probably my most favorite part about this truck. But we're gonna go ahead and drive it around really quickly. And it's definitely one that you'd rather drive around just for fun, or just for the 1950s theme, because there are other trucks in this game, a lot of other ones like the R350s and R250s that can actually carry more boxes and do the same thing. So this one, again, is something you'd rather buy just for the looks if you can afford it. And we're going to go ahead and park this over here. And we're going to check out the last vehicle that was added to the game that you can actually buy, which is a very awesome truck. It's the R350 Flatbed, which definitely has more capacity than this truck here from the 1950s pack. We're going to go ahead and park it, or hop inside of it and drive it around really quickly. And we're actually going to go drive down to the store where I could show you where you can buy it. And as we're driving to the store, something I did notice, I don't know if the developers did this or Roblox did, but usually when you press the slash buttons to talk in the chat while you're holding W down or a key, you used to be able to continue driving, but now you come to a complete stop. I'm not too happy about that. I mean, it's a nice convenience feature because I'm always trying to respond to people in the chat, even though it can be a bit overwhelming. But that is something that you cannot do no longer. It might just be Roblox or the game itself, but either way, that's that. So we're going to head over to the vehicle store where we are right now. So this is the vehicle. You can buy from it. This is not mine though, so we can buy ours later on. But we're going to go ahead and chat. Hello. And if we go all the way down to trucks, not actually all the way down, it's just next category. As you can see, the R350 Flatbed is in here for 35,000 coins. So this is the most expensive like pickup truck you can buy. There's the RT200, which is definitely like a lower tier vehicle. It's level 3, but this one's an actual level 4, which is the same level as the semi-truck, which is pretty interesting. But the semi-truck has 0 carrying capacity unless you do hitch onto it a trailer. So that's that. We looked at all those details, and we're going to go ahead and now check out the new buildings that were added, because there are 4 new buildings that have different purposes that we're going to go ahead and check out now. And one little thing I do want to add is that the aesthetic of this truck looks pretty nice. I mean, the grille is pretty fancy looking, pretty futuristic. I feel as if these trucks are like the complete opposite of the 1950s pack. So you have like the old timer stuff, and then you have this one, which is pretty fancy looking. So we're going to go ahead and park it over by the other cars, and then we're going to go ahead and check out the buildings like I said we were. Alrighty YouTube, so with more help from YT, we can now check out all 4 buildings that were added in the update, starting with this one right here. So this one, if you actually go ahead and look in the building menu, I believe is the Craftsman Barn. Let me go ahead and just confirm that really quickly. Yes, so this here is the Craftsman Barn, and it's pretty cool looking. It looks awesome. You can't really fit any large vehicles inside of it though. But as you can see, it does have plenty of animal stalls where I believe animals can go into. So I don't know how many. I didn't really count them. But this is definitely a really awesome looking barn. I love this door here, even though it doesn't really do anything. It's still pretty awesome. And I believe there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A total of 8 animal stalls, and I think that's pretty decent. I don't know how that compares to the other barn, but this one here is $32,000, and it's designed for animals, especially cows. So next up, we have this big tractor, this barn right here, which I believe is the wooden barn. So this wooden barn right here has a total of 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 animal stalls. So this is definitely interesting. I love the different the beam, or not beams, but like the trellis, I don't even know what they're called, the trusses and stuff. That looks so cool inside. I love the design of this place, really awesome looking. But this barn is also $32,000 or coins, and if you actually compare it to the barn in here that I actually have, let's go ahead and look really quickly. Just the barn, I believe. Yeah, so this is the barn I think I have. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, I believe that's right. So the barn I have, and the only barn that was in the game before this update, was one for 4,000 coins with 8 animal stalls. But if you look now, the Craftsman Barn and the wooden barn, the Craftsman can hold up to 8 animals, and then this one can hold up to 12, which is pretty crazy. But at the same time, I don't really have 12 animals that need to be held in a barn, but this is definitely a real cool looking barn. And then next up, this one is a monstrous building. It is the large, it's just the metal pavilion. So this one here is 24,000 coins, and this is a massive outdoor storage facility where you can store all of your large equipment, because it used to be a concern of mine that I wouldn't be able to fit my large tractors or my large equipment inside of a garage. But no need to worry, because now you have this massive thing, which is probably, it might be one of the tallest buildings in the game. I mean, it has me curious. It might be. And then finally, oh, look at this. There's double garages. That's awesome. So here we have the wooden garage, which is the most expensive building on the list of today's, or on the list of buildings added to the game. So this has a total of not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 garages, which I really do like, because it'll allow you to park vehicles in, and you can actually pull out going in the same direction, so you don't have to like back in or back out or anything, because there's 4 garages. Just drive straight on through, and this is pretty awesome. You have a total of 2 doors to get inside, and on the outside there's actually like a little storage area. I mean, I don't know what you wanted to put here, but that exists. And then on the other side you have another doorway, but that is really just going outside. And then Yorn did spawn in a few vehicles so we can get a glimpse and see how well they actually fit. So here, well, actually, yeah, here's a scale for reference of like the different vehicles that fit in here. So you have the potato harvester, semi-trailer. Over here, any vehicle you have is definitely going to fit in here. As for the small barn, or as for the 2 barns over here, you might have to like think twice about what vehicles do fit in here, because the entrances are rather small. And I know for a fact that this one cannot hold the medium milk truck, though it can probably hold like this small milk trailer, which you might need a smaller vehicle to tow. And now we're going to go ahead and head back to our farm, where we have a few more little features to check out, which I'm super excited about. So this first one is pretty cool. It's really convenient, but say you have a barn and you have a lot of just extra boxes lying around. All you have to do, or not a barn, but a shed, excuse me. So if you have a shed, you can easily place boxes inside of it, and they will automatically be placed on the shelves. This is a very convenient feature, especially when you have extra boxes. You don't just have to like pile them around. And same goes, I believe you can also place eggs in here, but I mean, I don't really know why you want to, because they'd go like spoiled or something, I don't know. But you can easily just place boxes on the shelves, and that's so convenient. And the next feature is the cocoa trees. So the cocoa trees got a complete redesign. They look pretty cool now. You can't really see it because it's nighttime, so we might have to come back around to those once the sun starts rising. But the other one is not really something I can show in the video, but it's Xbox support. So if you have an Xbox, you can easily play this game now, which was available May 14th. I know it's been a few days since the actual update, but I've just been too busy to actually cover it. However, it is summer break for me now, so videos every day, maybe, who knows. But now I'm just waiting for the sunrise so we can actually see the trees, because oh, the sunrise, here we go. So with more light, we can actually have some greater visibility and check out these new trees. So I mean, they're just trees, but still they look pretty cool. Definitely different from the last ones. And this is, I believe these trees were designed to make more like the game run more efficiently, less lag. You have like little cocoa there. It's pretty cool looking. You can zoom all the way in. But trees look pretty awesome. I'm really happy with what the developers did for this update, but I did say that I was going to judge whether buying the 1950s vehicle game pass would be worth it. So the vehicles aren't here because the player unloaded his slot and loaded another one so he could check out the buildings, but from what I'd say, I think it is worth it. It's definitely a unique pack that I believe you only can buy for another 2 days, so you'll have to decide within the next 2 days if you do want to buy it. It's 850 Robux. You can just buy it from pressing the shopping cart up there. But speaking of Robux and money, if you want to get some free money in this game, all you have to do is go up here, press the little I don't know, ribbon, whatever that's called, and type in code Bunny Films. So it's just Bunny Films like that, and the B and the F do have to be capitalized, but that'll give you some extra cash. But yeah, so if you want to buy this Game Pass, I definitely would recommend doing so because you do get some pretty good vehicles. Oh, that's a lot of eggs, my goodness. It's like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. That's like 36 eggs because this is 15 and then that's 21. That's crazy. A whole lot of eggs. But I keep getting interrupted and distracted. Game Pass is definitely worth it. Some of the vehicles are better or are more convenient because you don't have to have trailers, but there are still better vehicles that you can buy in the game just using coins if you do want to save your Robux, because it's not really a necessary Game Pass where you get like a huge advantage. It's more of just a cosmetic Game Pass where you get some really cool looking and unique vehicles, and and you also do get good functionality. They're not just there for looks, they actually can help you with your farm, such as the milk truck, because I mean it's pretty much the same as the other milk truck, yet it does look more old, which is a nice theme. So that is it for today's video, everyone. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did so, consider pressing the like button or subscribing. If you do want to be in a video, join me on Roblox. My username is BunnyFilms1, and anyone can be in the video as long as you manage to fit in the server. I do have a shout out before I do in today's video to all of my Discord server boosters and channel members. So shoutouts go out to Noggle Films, the ISS, One Mangry Gamer YT, Surf, Duckle Not Found, Toast, Dexter Klee, Kahil, XD, Dexter Klee again, Finbar, Elsay, Reed, Russell, Surf, and XBXXLZ. So thanks to everyone who makes things happen behind the scenes. I appreciate it, and goodbye. Have a good day.